My child, you have made a good choice by clicking on this video. For whoever has skipped me once again, even after receiving my warning, has made one step closer to the hell. My child, there are many who have heard my voice, yet turned away. They felt my pull in their hearts. They knew something within them was calling out, but they silenced it with noise, with pride, with distraction. They were given chances, so many moments where my light tried to reach them, but they chose to walk in their own strength. I called them softly, again and again. I spoke through storms and sunsets, through people I sent their way, through the ache in their soul that told them something was missing. But they turned the other way. You have seen some of them, my child. They looked full, but were empty. They smiled, but their eyes were tired. They built their lives around things that did not last, and now they chase one thing after another, hoping to fill the emptiness that only I can fill. That emptiness, do you know what it is? It is not punishment. It is absence. It is the sound of a soul living without its source. I gave them signs not to scare them, but to save them. I sent gentle warnings, not to shame them, but to awaken them. I wanted them to see the path they were walking was leading them further from peace. But they thought they knew better. They trusted the world's promises more than my truth. They called their darkness freedom, and my guidance control. They believed that ignoring me would bring happiness. But now they feel the weight of what happens when love is ignored for too long. The world promised them joy, yet gave them restlessness. It offered pleasure, but left them hollow. They sought power, but found loneliness. They ran after approval, but still felt unseen. They tried to silence their hearts with noise, but the quiet moments betrayed them. In the stillness, they feel the emptiness echo like a hollow room. That, my child, is the beginning of their regret. It is not fire that burns them. It is the awareness of what they lost. There are souls who have lived entire lives pretending not to hear me. They walked past miracles as if they were coincidences. They hardened their hearts when I tried to reach them. They built walls so high that even my love felt distant to them. Not because I withdrew, but because they refused to open. I stood at the door and knocked, but they would not let me in. Now they sit surrounded by everything they thought they wanted, and yet nothing brings peace. That feeling of endless searching, that constant hunger that never fades, that is the echo of a soul far from its home. That is the hell they created within themselves. They are not being punished by me. They are feeling the consequence of choosing life apart from love. For when a soul turns from its creator, it loses its direction. It forgets who it is. It becomes a wanderer in its own existence, searching for a home it has already left behind. I grieve for them, my child. You cannot imagine how deeply I grieve. I do not take joy in their pain. I do not celebrate their downfall. Every time they ignore my voice, it breaks my heart anew. I see their tears, even when they think I do not. I watch them spiral into things that harm them, trying to find meaning in what can never satisfy. I watch them call out for love in all the wrong places, and it hurts me, because I am the love they have been looking for all along. Some of them, when they reach their lowest point, will finally remember me. When everything else fails, when the noise fades and they are left alone with their thoughts, they will finally look up. And even then I will not reject them. Even then I will run to them, just as I would have at the very beginning. Because my mercy never ends. Even when they regret ignoring me, even when their choices have left scars, I am still there. I will never stop waiting for them. But some, my child, are still running. They have seen the light and chosen the dark because they fear being seen fully. They are scared of truth because truth demands change. They have built lives on lies and are terrified of losing control. So they close their ears to my voice. They mock what is holy. They label what is pure as foolish. They think they are escaping judgment, but in truth, they are escaping peace. Their hell is not fire, it is distance. It is a heart that cannot rest. It is a mind that never stops spinning. It is laughter that fades too quickly and silence that feels like torment. They lie awake at night and feel something missing, but they cannot name it. That missing piece is me. My warnings were never meant to scare. They were meant to protect. Every time I whispered, "Don't go that way," it was because I saw what was ahead. Every time I allowed something to fall apart, it was to save them from a greater fall later. But pride blinded them. They thought my delay was denial, my correction was rejection, my silence was absence. They misunderstood my heart, and now when regret comes, it comes like a flood. They remember every ignored moment, every softened tug of their soul that they pushed aside. They realize how close I was, how easy it would have been to turn back sooner. That realization is its own kind of fire, one that burns inside the spirit. Yet even then, I do not turn away. I reach out again. Because as long as there is breath, there is hope. But hear me, my child, and understand, I do not want you to live by fear of loss. I want you to live by love. The warnings are not curses, they are invitations. I warn because I care. I speak because I love. I correct because I want you to live free. Those who regret the most are not those who sinned the greatest, but those who silenced their hearts for too long. They lived without connection, without truth, without me, and that, more than anything, is the emptiness they now face. There are souls who laughed when I called them. They thought they were strong without me. They mocked those who prayed, calling them weak. But now, in the quiet hours, they whisper to the void, hoping someone hears. They feel an ache they cannot describe. Their wealth cannot soothe it. Their success cannot erase it. They have everything yet feel nothing. This is not the wrath of a cruel God. It is the result of a life disconnected from its creator. Do you see, my child, how pain can awaken? Many who fall deepest into regret will one day rise strongest in love. Some will return with hearts burning brighter than ever, humbled, changed, and grateful. That is redemption. That is the miracle I can work even in the ruins. I will keep calling. Even those who have turned away again and again, I will call them once more. For every tear shed in darkness, I send light. For every soul lost in pride, I send grace. My mercy runs deeper than their rebellion. Yet each person must choose. Love cannot be forced. It must be received. That is why the warnings exist, to remind them that choices have weight, that time is precious, that ignoring the voice of love leads only to emptiness. The hell they feel, my child, is the absence of peace. It is the silence of a heart that forgot how to listen. It is the endless cycle of wanting more but never feeling full. It is the burning regret of realizing too late how real love was, how close I had always been. They live surrounded by the noise of the world, but inside there is only echo. And that echo grows louder as years pass. It is not a punishment from me. It is the natural result of pushing love away. Yes, my child, I am here. I have always been here. Even when you walked away, even when you doubted, even when you felt you were not enough, I never left. You may have turned from me, but I never turned from you. I watched you cry quietly when you thought no one noticed. I watched you hide your pain behind smiles. I saw the way you tried to be strong when the world kept breaking you down. And through it all, I was there, loving you, holding you, waiting for the day you would look up and remember that you were never alone. You may think I am far, but I am closer than the air in your lungs. Every heartbeat you feel is a whisper of my love, keeping you alive. Every sunrise is my promise that I am still here. Every time your heart breaks but still finds the courage to hope, that is me moving inside you. You have always belonged to me. You were created with purpose, with love, and with meaning beyond what you see in this world. The pain you felt was not to destroy you, but to wake you. You have been walking through seasons that were meant to teach you who you are and who I am. Every time something was taken from you, I was not punishing you. I was guiding you back to what truly matters. You thought I was silent, but I was working in the silence. You thought I abandoned you, but I was carrying you through storms you could not see. My child, you were never forgotten. You have searched for love in people, in places, in things that could never fill you. I watched you pour your heart into what could not return it. I watched you chase what faded as soon as you touched it. You thought if you could just get that one thing, or be that one person, or reach that one goal, you would finally feel whole. But you are already whole in me. I made you complete, even before you tried to prove your worth. You don't need to earn my love. You don't need to fix yourself before coming to me. I loved you when you were lost, when you were broken, when you didn't even know my name. My love is not like the world's love. The world loves when it benefits, but I love even when you run. The world gives up when it's tired, but I stay even when you turn away. My love does not fade with time. It does not grow weak with distance. It is eternal, strong, and constant. You may not understand it yet, but you will. One day you will look back and see that every tear, every delay, every unanswered prayer was my protection and preparation. I have been speaking to you in many ways. Through a stranger's kindness, through a word that touched your heart, through moments that made you stop and feel something bigger than yourself. That was me, reminding you that I am real, that I am here, and that I still have a plan for your life. I do not make mistakes, and I did not make one when I made you. You have a reason for being here. You have something this world needs, something only you can give. But to find it, you must let me in. Let me heal what you have been hiding. Let me touch the places that still hurt. I know it's hard to trust after you've been betrayed. I know it's hard to believe after disappointment, but I am not like those who hurt you. I do not promise and then abandon. I do not love and then leave. My promises stand forever. When I say I will never leave you, I mean it. When I say I forgive you, I already have. You are not defined by what you did wrong, but by who I say you are. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not what people said about you in their anger or their lies. You are mine. You are chosen. You are loved. You are still capable of doing great things. Do not let shame convince you that it is too late. I am the one who brings life out of what seems dead. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty. I can take your past and use it to shape a new beginning. My child, I want you to rest. You have been fighting battles you were never meant to fight alone. You have been carrying weights that were never yours to carry. Lay them down. You don't have to be strong all the time. Let me be your strength. Let me show you that surrender is not losing. It's the beginning of peace. You don't need to understand everything right now. Just trust me. Trust that I see the road ahead when you cannot. You worry so much about tomorrow, but tomorrow is already in my hands. You fear what's coming, but I've already prepared the way. When doors close, it's not rejection, it's direction. When people leave, it's not loss, it's protection. When you feel empty, it's because I am creating space for something greater. Be patient, my child. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. But I promise, you are not waiting in vain. I have placed dreams inside you that are still alive. You may think it's too late, but nothing is too late for me. I can breathe new life into what you thought was gone. The gift I placed in you is not expired. It's still there, waiting for the moment I say, now. You are not behind. You are right where I need you to be for what comes next. Do not compare your journey to others. What I am doing in you is unique. What I will do through you will touch others in ways you can't yet imagine. Sometimes I allow you to feel broken so you will learn how to lean on me. Sometimes I take you through the storm so you can see that I am the calm in the middle of it. You have seen enough of what the world can offer. Now let me show you what peace feels like. Not the kind that depends on everything going right, but the kind that stays even when everything seems wrong. You keep asking for signs, but my child, you are the sign. The fact that you are still standing, still breathing, still seeking, that is the evidence of my grace over your life. Many could not bear what you've carried, yet here you are, still hoping, still listening. That is not weakness, that is strength. That is faith. Even if you don't see it yet, do not let fear control you. There is a liar that tells you I have left, but I never do. When your mind runs wild and your heart starts to panic, stop and breathe. I am right there. Whisper my name and you will feel me near. You don't need fancy words. I hear the language of your heart. Even your silent tears speak to me louder than any prayer you could say aloud. You have asked me, why me? But I say, because I see something in you that you do not see yet. I chose you not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to listen. I can use anyone who is willing. I can rebuild what the world broke. You may not have much, but if you give me your heart, I can change everything. The time for hiding is over. Stop pretending to be fine when you are not. You don't need to wear masks with me. I see beyond them anyway. Bring me your truth, your anger, your doubts, your fears. I can handle it all. I am not fragile. I am not shocked by your questions. I made your mind, your emotions, your voice. I want you to speak to me honestly. I want a relationship, not performance. When you fail, come to me. When you fall, come to me. When you feel you can't go on, come to me. I am not ashamed of you. I am not disappointed in you. You think I only love the version of you that gets everything right, but I love you in every version. The one who tries, the one who cries, the one who still gets up again even when it hurts. My grace is not a reward for good behavior. It's a gift that keeps you alive while you learn who you are. You don't have to earn it. Just receive it. When you finally understand how much I love you, you will stop running from me and start running toward me. There will still be pain in this world, but you will not face it alone. I will give you peace when others lose hope. I will give you strength when you feel none left, and when you don't know which way to go, I will guide your steps. Sometimes, my guidance will feel like delay, but it is direction. Trust the process. Trust me. Every time you choose kindness when it's easier to be cold, you show my light. Every time you forgive when it's easier to hate, you reflect my heart. Every time you get back up, heaven celebrates. You are becoming who I created you to be, even when you can't see it happening. There will be days when you still doubt. There will be nights when you feel like giving up. But remember this: darkness never wins when even a small light shines. And you, my child, are that light. Keep walking, even when it's slow. Keep believing, even when it hurts. Keep loving, even when it costs you. Nothing you do in love is ever wasted. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to trust the one who does. You don't need to see the full path, just take the next step. I will take care of the rest. You are not forgotten, not forsaken, not too far gone. You are deeply loved, eternally chosen, and completely known. So lift your head, my child. Wipe your tears. You are not your past. You are my promise. The same power that created the stars lives in you. You are not weak. You are chosen. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. You are not lost. You are being found. When you doubt your worth, remember, I gave my love to prove it. When you feel alone, remember, I am closer than your breath. When you feel like giving up, remember, I am not finished with you yet. This world will try to define you by your mistakes, but I define you by my mercy. They may forget your name, but I never will. I have written it on my heart. You belong here. You belong here. You belong here. So take courage. Forgive yourself. Start again. Walk with me and I will show you beauty where there was pain, purpose where there was loss, joy where there was sorrow. What is coming will make sense of what hurt you. What I have prepared will make you glad you didn't give up. You are not here by accident. You are reading these words because I am reminding you that you are loved more than you can imagine. You are seen, you are heard, and you are not alone. My child, keep your heart open. Keep listening. I am speaking in ways you will recognize more and more each day. I am not just a distant God. I am your father, your friend, your constant companion. And even now, I am working in your life, turning pain into purpose, tears into testimony, waiting into growth. Stay close to me. Trust me. I will lead you to peace. And when you cannot see the way forward, remember that my hand is already holding yours. You are mine, always. And nothing in this world can ever change that.